What is up, friends? And welcome to another TFT gameplay recording. I'm really excited for this one. I have a special comp that I want to show you guys. I've been playing around with it a little bit this weekend, and it has been absolutely unstoppable. Even in games where I don't hit, I'm consistently getting like top 3. It just seems too good. But before we get into that, how are you all doing today? We got a nice tactician's crown for our augments, portal, I should say. That'll be fun to have later on. But I'm curious, if you would leave a comment below. I'd love to know, what is your favorite champion to play in TFT? Do you play TFT? Do you have a special comp you like to run? Help me know more about you guys. Also, it does help with the engagement and the algorithm, so I do appreciate it if you take that opportunity. I do read every comment, so I'm looking forward to getting to know what some of you guys think. For today, we couldn't have gotten a better start. I have 4 units that I want already, and none of these guys are going anywhere. Let's pick up this Caitlyn just in case we can run a sniper ghostly kind of thing here.
As you wish.
We could definitely do something like that for the early game. So if you haven't guessed it yet, the comp that is starting to take the world by storm is Lilia. There are multiple variations of Lilia carry, and they are all definitely playable. The main reason being one special line in the recent patch notes that changed everything. Definitely not a Deathblade. I don't think it's ooh, Stars Are Born is great. This gets you off the ground real early. And let's see, we need this. We get the mythic in, and man, so many units. Let's just do a level up because we absolutely can. Let's do a gargoyle because that's good too. But yeah, you can play Lilia with mythics if you want. You can play Lilia with Ashe as what they call the mythic invoker comp. But the way that I want to show you today, which I've already got so many of the units for, so it makes no sense not to go for it, is the Sage Lilia variety. We're going to be running an absolute full slate of different augments. It's very well balanced, and it absolutely rocks.
Such a waste.
I think we can just level up again and play this Diana, and we're just going to be completely unstoppable. All right, so get this. We're going to do this. Ghostly or Dragonlord? I think Dragonlord might actually be better here. Perhaps. But we'll, in 2 more rounds, we'll probably level up again and play the sniper anyways. So playing super strong early game. Having Kog'Maw 2 is an absolute win for an item carry. He gets the mythic. You get the 3 mythic in, you get the mythic stacking. You put your AP and mana gen items on him, and you can transfer those over to Morgana or Lilia later. Just super easy play into the comp. Super easy lead in, we'll say. You don't have to win streak the whole time. You don't have to super hard force levels. But I really like playing it that way because you can gain a lot of tempo like that. Here's another unit that is good to play because you get the Behemoth and you get the Heavenly. So maybe I do something like this. Technically, we got a little bit better synergies going than we had before.
Yes.
And we'll save these guys for later. This Tactician's Crown, you can put it anywhere. I guess it gives stats now, which it never used to. They're not much. Not gonna lie, they're not much. Let's give it to Caitlyn. It's like attack speed and mana and a little bit of AD and a little bit of everything. So why not? Don't think it's likely to make the difference, but you never know. I am operating with a broken air conditioner today on what is the hottest day of the year so far. So please bear with me on that. Hopefully not going to be too sweaty, but it is starting to get a bit stuffy in here. Don't want to necessarily get my fan cranking because I don't want any of that noise to come across the video. So I'm gonna bear with it for you guys. All right. All right. Let's see. Anything I can find here that is AP or mana gen. Most importantly. Also, a static shiv is great for the early game, translates just fine into the late game. We are going to want some of that magic resistance shred. All right, now is the time where we level up again. And we go back to this setup here. Let Kog'Maw have the rod. We have an absolutely massive, albeit 1-star front line. We still have a couple of Mr. 100s up. We're going to be taking out one of them. There is another one. Somebody commenting on how many Warden Sniper comps are out there. That is good news for us. Now, we can take a look at what's going on. We have a Mythic Umbral start here. Maybe that's turning into something behemoth. There's another Umbral. So, yeah, not bad prospects for us. I have also played this 4 times contested and still gotten top 3. So it's not like it's not forcible comp, but it is also flexible. There are so many different units that you can use to fill out your synergies later that as long as you can hit a carry, a 2-star carry preferably, you could do just fine. And we are a little behind on items, but we are way ahead on levels, way ahead on units, so not much to complain about there. 3-2 is where we'll push 7. This is so good.
Shall I prove them right?
Let's put that in. We're gonna let go of this, and next level can be our Malphite for the time being. His spot will eventually go to Soraka or Wukong. As we look to get some of those other better heavenly units in. Let's see, we got another Sage here. That's not bad. Spear of Shojin's fantastic. Let's go ahead and build that right now, because we're gonna need a couple of those. There we go. I don't need this anymore. And we have enough to level up. So next round, let's see. I would like to swap these over to the Morgana. I think that's actually the move here. She's obviously just going to be more of a carry than the Kog'Maw. Not that Kog'Maw is bad. Kog'Maw 2 with the Mythic stacked up can definitely carry you through a mid game. But Morgana is going to keep carrying us into the late game.
Look what you made me do!
All right, let's see. Buried treasures. I like taking the extra components a lot. I also like the guaranteed, I mean, that's 5 components, but it's 2 guaranteed really good tank items. It could end up being better overall. This one's also an interesting one, but it's only works for 3 costs, so we could use that to generate gold, but not as much for finding the units that we want to find. Let's see, we have the Cho 2, so let's go ahead and slap these on there. Make him truly the Impenetrable Bulwark. This Giant's Belts are Morello's, and we have solved all of our items for now. The only reason I didn't level up here is actually because we have an encounter next round. And it would really suck if we spent all of our gold on XP and then ended up with the Kha'Zix encounter. It is really unfortunate to have to play the game that way. But that's one of those small adaptations that you're going to want to make to min-max your game. We're in no danger of losing there. And we get Ornn instead, which is totally fine. I think we made the right call, even if it was not the call we wanted to make. Okay, having a Mana Zane is good. I don't know if I'd rather have that on the Lilia or the Morgana. But since we have the Magnetic Remover, it's going on the unit that we have right now. We'll start putting those Snowflake, Blizzard, Chills, Magic Damage, Morello all over the place. Have the whole board covered. One for the front line, hopefully one for the back line next. Wow, she casts so fast with those doubled up like that. Perhaps we'd leave Morgana like that. Get the instant spread of the Morellos to basically the whole team. And we can run Ionic Spark instead of the Static Shiv that we would normally put on the Morgana. We could always run Static Shiv on the Janna or Soraka as well. Let's see. Not too many different of these items that we're looking for. The Soraka would have been a good choice, but we are left with this Teemo. Still usable. We'll find a way to make that work. It's just not what we were hoping for.
Stand back! Big strong Nico coming true!
All right, nothing crazy going on that I can see, and we'll just keep plowing through these matches. This team should be pretty close to unstoppable here. That was definitely the closest we've gotten, but it still wasn't all that close. Let's sell Nico for Econ. We're not going to be sticking around to go for the 3-star, so if you hit it naturally or if you hit a lot of copies real easy, you could definitely go for it. You could definitely use it, but it's not the most necessary thing to be running here. All right, as you can see, we are looking for Lilia still, Nautilus still. Wukong would be great, but in order to do that, we need to hit another level. And actually, we're still probably going to want to go to 9, just because of the sheer amount of 4 and 5 costs units that we'd like to get. The additional units that we can play are also make it worth it. We can have Rakan for Dragon Lord and Altruist. You could also put a Riven in there if you really feel like it. Depends on if you get offered emblems or something like that. You could definitely play around those, having more Altruist, more Dragon Lord, even more Heavenly, more Sage. Any of that works. Like I said before, it's just extremely flexible. You can do whatever you want with it. The one thing that we probably can't do with it, we have the Morgana as Exalted, but we'd have to go a little bit out of our way to get any of the other units to work here. Thresh could definitely work, but the rest of them might be a stretch.
Transcendence is never guaranteed.
All right, let's see. We have augments coming up. So let's wait a minute on that. Let's throw this static shiv here for now. We'll have more components coming up, so not to worry about those items. We go right from augment into encounter again. So perhaps another reason to save the gold here. Even if we lose from this point, we're definitely not ruined. We have more than enough econ to make up for it. But who said we were gonna lose today? We're still Mr. 100 into stage 4, and I plan to keep it that way. Okay, it's probably not blinding speed. But Dragon Lord is pretty decent. We have Radiant item option from Pandora's. New recruit is another extra unit we can have, plus a duplicator. That could be kind of insane, and I'm tempted to take that one. Call it chaos. Can I handle the chaos? Let's try it. I am so down. Let's see. We got triple thieves gloves. Don't mind if I do. Man, now I definitely wish I had lucky gloves at some point in this game. But all those extra items in the front line is gonna look really nice. Plus we have the true best in slot tank for our Nautilus later. Now this guy's got something going here. Trickster's Aurelia. It's all right. That's the first loss. Not too upset. Not a Kha'Zix, but that's okay. I definitely want the magic here because I'm still looking for AP items for Lilia. Still looking for Lilia too. So let's level up here and do a little bit of rolling. What do I need? We can play that for sure.
Try to keep up.
This is good. Get him in and stacking nice and early. Let's run the Jeweled Gauntlet here, and we can run an Adaptive Helm instead of a Shojin if necessary. But no reason to rush that onto the board yet. Let's see what we got here. Still Umbral Invokers, Heavenlies, a bunch of Warden Snipers, one Lilia Morgue player, only one. So let's, oh, no sword. So we take this one. That's a unit we want, as well as a tier. Never gonna complain about having a tier. Let's hold off until 5-1 and just level. Looking for the best chances to hit my Wukong and my Lilia. And we're in such a good spot, it seems a shame to waste all this extra HP we have. All right, perfect. First Morgana cast on the back line. That would have set up a Lilia extremely well for the follow through with the bowling ball. But I think Morgana can still just take care of business on her own.
Transcendence is never guaranteed.
A random 5-cost spirits. It really does love throwing these Udyrs at me. Ran into that problem last game. Fight the urge. Fight the urge to roll. Don't need it. Not right now. Let's do one of those. I'm not going to play this long term, so we'll do one of those. Send this Udyr up the Morgana side, and hopefully he makes it into the back line. Okay, instead he's staying in my back line, which is definitely not what I expected him to do. Is Lilia 2 Morg 1. There are plenty of these units out here. We're just not finding them yet.
Shall I prove them right?
Let's see. What level is this guy? I can't see. I can't see on his character. Oh well. We'll figure that out soon. He's very low HP. If we can get him knocked out before we roll, we'll have a much easier time. So we'll level up, we'll roll a little bit, but we're not going to roll down all the money. That is good. That's what I want. Some unit upgrades too. No Shojin, but we have a death cap. Death cap is good. Adaptive is good. We can put Hand of Justice here, and we're in good shape. Just another 2 turns or so, and we'll be leveling up 50 gold. Let's see, can Morgana take out? I don't think Morgana's going to get the Ashe out, which is definitely going to result in a loss here. All right, actually our contester is gone, so it is time to roll.
Heavens bless me.
Every flower blooms to be seen. Legends are
That's
told
not
in word
the unit
and
I'm
deed.
looking to play right now, but it's okay. We need that, we need that, and we need that.
Undeniable!
Just needed to put something in. All right, that is one very strong Umbral comp here. It's okay. We expect that from time to time. We start leveling up some of our units. It won't be a problem. Still rocking 1-star carries on both sides. Definitely. So with Lilia, the targeting. We talked about that briefly earlier. Her targeting just got improved, quote unquote. But it is very noticeable. It is a definitely noticeable change. So, like normal, she's gonna roll the bowling ball. But on the third cast, it will split into 3, and it will hit the farthest units. So keep your Lilia away from the carry you're trying to kill. And on her third cast, she is just gonna blast the opposite corner with damage. If she doesn't hit them with incidental pass-through, naturally. Let's see, picking up the Lilia would be good. But I could also just pick up this Starax for Wukong and roll for my units the natural way. Because Ghostly Emblem doesn't really help me a ton here. I am already running 2 Ghostly units. I'm not intending to run 4 Ghostly units, therefore not super helpful. Let's see, we already have 2-star U. There's the Nautilus. I would trade the Diana for that. And now we're only 1 Lilia shorts. Oh, I could have traded this. Let's trade this for the Altruist. There's the Altruist synergy. That one's a good one to have. Rakan will take that place later. Because we are not going to hit level 10 and have them both in. That's just not going to happen.
Just try to stop me.
Let's see if we can get 1 more Lilia cast. And there we go. That's a knockout. Now we have locked up a top 3 here, but this guy is a force to be reckoned with.
This is
Absolutely a menace there. Let's see. We have the Nautilus. I'm looking for... That's a good one. I'm going to have to pick him up at some point, but I'll probably have to lock the shop to do it. Oh. Oh, this is interesting. This guy was alive. I could have swore. I think him leaving broke the game. I think he just knew that he wasn't going to outlast either of us. It kind of broke the game. That's okay. We got a couple turns to figure out if we can beat this guy.
My journey's only beginning.
See if we get some help from Mr. Dragon here. We got room for one more item on Wukong. Other than that, we're looking for some backline items, I guess. I think the next thing that we can try to do is try to split up the rows a little bit so that she's less likely to attack our row of carries. Let's duplicate this Diana, easy. I can see a Titans on Wukong.
Burdens of the past.
There's the upgrade. Okay, perfect. Let's move the Okay, good. It glitched out on me there for a second, but we want the Lilia opposite this Alune. So we have the best chances of getting her out early.
Undeniable!
We had a suspicious trench coat in here. That's very bad. More targets to hit means less likely that Lily is going to be able to take them all out. All right. One roll and hit a Wukong. All right, one roll and hit a Wukong. Oh, we hit a Rakan though.
Stick to the plan.
And that is something that I can live with. Okay. All right. So I can see. Let's do something like this. And try to get this Rakan plus the Lilia into that back corner. That didn't exactly switch the way I thought it switched. It's acting a little glitchy, a little sticky right now. But maybe this will work out. Not quite enough, but that's okay. This comp is extremely strong, but you know, you can lose to a high roller. That's okay. That is not a problem. If you're hitting second place, third place every game, you're doing okay and you're gonna climb. Definitely take advantage of this comp to help you climb. If you made it to the end, I really do appreciate it. If you could drop a like on the video, that helps me out a ton. And you can subscribe and ring the bell to see more content like this. So until next time, peace.